Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is your brother Sean Ali here, Supreme Health and Wellness by Sean Ali. And as always, family, I thank each and every one of you who tunes in, shares some of your very valuable time and energy. And as always, I pray that these brief words are received in the spirit that I am striving to deliver them in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course, and always, in the spirit and in the name of God. Family, I pray, listen, I pray that these brief words find you, your loved ones, your family, in the best of your health, the best of your wellness, and the best of your life, right? Living your best life. And I pray that it is on purpose, because life is on purpose. And when we are living a purposeful life, we are truly indeed leading a blessed life. And that's what I want to really come and talk about tonight. Another fun, I like to talk about fun and exciting topics, right? And this is no different. And we have a therapy, right? We have some science and some therapies here at Supreme Health and Wellness. And I like to share them with you. And one of those is writing my life, right? Writing my life. And this is going into mental health, and psychology, and how to strengthen and to become that which we want to become. And that's a beautiful sentiment. And unfortunately, there aren't a lot of tools that are available that help us to work on us, that help us to build in us to where we want to go and be efficiently, effectively, right? Without it being hard and a long-winded process. It should be fun and easy because it's me and my life. And when we look at psychology and how we're born, right? When we come out of the womb, we are like a blank piece of paper, this blank board, right? So when we come out of the womb, there is something called definition of others, right? We are this blank board. Somebody gives us our name, right? Your culture, right? Your diet, right? Your God, your religion, all of this, your language. So, your life, our life, everything. We are this blank piece of paper, this blank board when we come out of the womb. So, and when we come out, we are under this action of definition of others, because somebody outside of us fills us, this blank piece of paper, up. Somebody outside of us, the others, they are giving us everything that we are, right? And this is normal, right? This is the process. Okay, now, as we grow and develop and our brains start to mature, we look at all of the things that the other people put inside of us: the name, the culture, the diet, the God, the language. And one at a time, or sometimes all of them, we'll pick them apart. So we might not like the name that the others name me. So when I start to introduce myself, I give them a whole different name. I might not like the culture that they gave me. And as I grow and mature, I create my own culture, right? The diet, God, language, and everything else that they gave me. As I grow and develop and I'm moving and I'm discovering me, now we have something called defining self. This is the two actions, right? As we grow and develop, we look at all of the things that came from other people. The difference is now, depending on who these others are, as you grow and develop and you mature and you want to define yourself, they might call you rebellious. They might call you hard-headed. They might call you unappreciative. They might call you crazy. They might call you all kind of names because you are changing what they gave you. See, and to them, they don't want you to change what they gave you. This is the definition of others. When we go to defining ourselves, it's not always a healthy action. It's not always a happy action. A lot of times, unfortunately, it's hostile. Personally, right? Personally speaking, your brother, Sean Ali. Ali is not my family's last name, right? That last name is it's Yates, okay? When I became aware of that last name, I learned in 3rd grade that it is a Dutch name. I learned that that name came over on the Ark and Dove, right? And here in Maryland is where it's established at. But the Black people that carried that name, I learned that we got it from the plantation. So from 3rd grade on, I was on a mission to define me, because the name that the others gave me, it didn't sit right with me, right? But once I became old enough to claim my own name, see, the people that named me, oh, you don't like your name no more? Why'd you do that? It was a little bit of resistance and hostility and anger, and because they didn't understand the concept that I was just trying to define me. The same thing with the culture and the God. I was raised in the Catholic Church, right? Once I grew and matured and I'm starting to go to the church and I'm looking at the windows and all of the stained glass, the murals and stuff, and the angels and the people, and all I saw was Europeans. And I'm like, yo, where are we at? Right? So I wanted to go and seek a religion, a God that I saw myself in. But it was a resistance and a little bit of misunderstanding with my family. So in the diet, the way I eat now is not the way I was raised. I'm a vegetarian. I try to strive to grow my own food. I strive to eat almost the same thing every day. And I've eliminated a lot of the foods that I was raised on, right? So when we have family functions and get-togethers and stuff like that, it's still, even though I've been like this over 20 years, it's still a little bit of uneasiness and that right there between me and my family. Because, and it is not, and it shouldn't be, because the only thing I'm trying to do is define me. I'm defining self. So look, fun part. Here at Supreme Health and Wellness, look, we got some material, because like I said, we have the tools. I don't just have lip service, right? We've created tools that this is a pretty thick book, right? So this is the first volume, Affirm, Confirm, and Claim, writing your own book of healing, life, and power. And if you see the picture, right? The words are coming out. The words are coming out of the hand, out of you. So yes, you can see the words on the paper, but the words are coming out of you. Right? So this is, yes, you have some words, you have some things that we study, because it's based on these 3 concepts: affirm, confirm, and claim, right? So These are different ways that you will look at yourself, right? And you will have to think critically about yourself. You will have to write critically about yourself, and you will have to read critically about yourself. So one of the goals is we all need inspiration, right? We all need a pick me up. We all need motivation from time to time. It might not be every day. It might be far and few in between. But every now and again, most of us need some inspiration, motivation, right? So it's easy to go and pick up somebody else's story and get motivated. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what if you had a book about your story, right? Listen, hear me out now. And when you needed motivation, when you needed inspiration, when you needed that pat on the back, that push, that cheerleader, right? And you don't have nobody else available, you can open up your own story. And because in here, see, you got blank pages, right? You have exercises that you do in here. See, so yes, you have reading and you have science that you study. And after you study, you write. You don't just write about anything, you write about you. See, look, so we got, for instance, this is improve the moment worksheet, right? So you have little 5 things that I like about me. Life story, the past, present, and future. You just have little exercises where you speak life. You learn how to use voice commands, your mind, body, and spirit, right? So we have different exercises. And this is where you write affirmations. So these are filled, it's blank pages, blank lines. I started the first 2 words for you, I am. So now you go through the dictionary, you go through the thesaurus, and you find all of these high power, positive, enlightening, godly, righteous words that you can use to affirm about you. So look, let's say you feeling low, you got some doubt, right? That you can do it. And you go and you read your story. I am smart. I am powerful. I am great. I am beautiful. I am awesome. Right? Listen, and you use your own story to motivate you. You use your own story to give you that push that you need to get to where you gotta go and to be what you want to be. Because this is how we are under this anyway. We are going to spend our life striving to define ourselves. But unfortunately, there ain't no tools out there where we can do it in a safe, healthy place. So we got, listen, this is volume 2, Creating Me, My Power, Perfection, and Life. So once you do the first step, which is affirm, confirm, and claim, right? You learn and you study. And this one is nothing but activities. After you've done your study, now you are going to increase the activities that you do. And you see the depiction? This is a construction, man. See, you got tools to work on you. Look, listen, you got tools to work on you. You hear about this saying, how to rewire your brain? How do you do that? You got to do that with words, right? But you got to be able to write the words. So look, you got an aspiration journal, challenging negative thoughts, right? So you have it's filled up with blank exercises. Man, goal setting, personal development action plan. Listen, this man. So And what this does is, because in the Bible, Matthew 5:48, Matthew 5:48, be you perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. Woo! How do you achieve that perfection? How do you regain your perfection? We got to work on it, but we need the tools. See, how do you build up your self-esteem? How do you build up your self-awareness? How do you build up all of those good intangible things that you can't buy or supplement? And if they aren't taught to you, you don't have them. And a lot of us aren't taught these things at home or anywhere else. So we got tools, family. Listen, we got tools, man. Your opportunity for you to exercise, to practice. Practice makes perfect. Woo! See? So if I practice defining me, I will eventually perfect me. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, for those who don't know, says it takes 75 years for us to learn how to live. We got some manuals. So for us to work on our mental, our spirit, our emotion, because it's mind over matter, my mind over my matter, because my body goes where my mind tells it to go, right? But I can't get lost in trying to define me. I can't spend significant amount of my lifespan stuck on defining me because I don't have the tools that will help me write my life. I don't have the tools that will help me define my name, my culture, my language, my God, my life. We got it now. Listen. You got it now, family. Creating me, my power, perfection, and life. It's a workbook. It's it's a workbook filled up with blank pages and exercises for you and I to be able to write our life, family, and to be able to write the life that we want. Because we're born with somebody else writing our story. It's nothing wrong with that. But all of us don't have the best story writers. Some of those others weren't the best storytellers. So what they gave us wasn't necessarily the best things for us. And this could send us on an almost endless journey to define ourselves without the tools, right? So look, in this one, we got two beautiful covers. Because, okay, now, when I was designing these books, right, I like both of these covers. And they're the same picture, but I like the different color schemes on them, right? So since I couldn't decide, I just made both of them. Right? The same book, just different covers, right? Because I like them. I love that picture. See how your words, you got an opportunity to get your words on your paper. So look, you sitting there, family, you sitting there, right? And you read all these great stories about all these people that you don't know. You don't even know if the stories are true or not. They sound good, but here's your opportunity to read your story. So if you got children, right? You can read your story to your children. You can leave your legacy for your children. You can leave your legend. Right. And look, speaking of the children, we have for the children as well, writing my life, or excuse me, writing for life, creating my power. So you can get your child, you can get your children on that journey to learning how to define them, because they're going to do it anyway. Listen, this is going to be a natural process. When you start to introduce yourself, whatever age that you can start that at, usually the name that we give, some of us give a different rendition. Some of us have completely different names, and our parents become shocked when they learn what our friends call us. They'd be like, that's what they call you, right? It's something completely different than what you name. The language that they speak when they're not around you, that's them defining themselves, right? The foods that they eat that you didn't buy or cook. See, that's definition of self. That's defining self. So for the children, we have a guide, right? And it's not as intensive as the parents or the adults, but it's a bunch of childhood activities where they get to practice their wellness, their self-esteem, their self-awareness. Look, you even have a exercise. It's Mirror Me, where they get to draw, or they have to draw a picture of what they think they look like. So they can work on that. What do you see when you look in the mirror? Right? And this is a way for us to see where I'm at now and to work on and see what I got to do to get myself where I want to go. And I got it on paper. So it's real. See, this is real. Why is this real? It's real because I can open it up and see it. So once you write your words, the words in here, they aren't tangible. You can't see them. You can easily forget them. Now you at the subject of your recall, of your memory. But once you write them down, family, once we write them down, they're real. Man, can't nobody take them away. So listen, I'm going to post the links to the books. Of course, they're available on Amazon, or you could get them directly from us here at Supreme Health and Wellness. But like I said, this is our therapy. It's a natural process, but we saw the need and the value for these tools. So we created these tools, right? To give us that way for us to easily a healthy transition from the definition of others to defining self, right? Where now we have our story. So if you need that motivation, if you need that inspiration, if you need that boost, you can read your own story and motivate yourself. It's a gift from me to you, family. So listen, I just wanted to come and share that. If you or anybody you know needs help and would like to learn more, please feel free to contact us. Supreme Health and Wellness by Sean Ali. It's never too late, family. The only thing is it doesn't start until you start it. So let's go get healthy. Let's go start it life now, right? Carpe diem. Seize your day. Conquer your day. Create your heaven. Set yourself in it at once. That is all up to you. So family, I leave you as I came in the greeting words of peace, of love, of God. I say, namaste, hotep, power to the people. Salam alaikum. Peace.